If I had to ask you what the most unique cave is in Pikmin 2, you would probably say the Submerged Castle. I mean, if you had a different answer than that, you'd probably just be lying anyway. The cave exists in the opposite corner of the map from where your starting location is. And when you bring yourself all the way over to this cave, that you can only bring blue Pikmin to, the game suddenly informs you that every hazard is in this cave. Before you even enter the cave, the game has already established that this is going to be difficult. Meanwhile, in Pikmin 4, the way the game introduces the cave is by immediately spoiling the surprise of the Wraith. Now, to get this out of the way, I do think that the Engulfed Castle does have some positives over the original. Obviously, it has better graphics considering it's in Pikmin 4, which came out 19 years after Pikmin 2. But I think most would agree that graphics are not the end-all be-all. Now, one aspect that is a bit more subtle, but I do really like, is that the music doesn't start off creepy, it more slowly builds into it. I wish that there was an example online that I could pull up. But basically, as you get closer to the Wraith making its appearance, the original Submerged Castle theme starts to appear more clearly within the background music. And I'd say that those are really the two main things that I consider to be like direct upgrades to the original, where you can really say that, oh, this is better. From here on out, everything is basically just gonna be different, but not really better or worse, or just straight up downsides compared to the original.
And I think we've gone without setting off what it is I am so afraid of.
How long does it actually take the water wraith to spawn in each game? I did some extensive research of looking it up on Google, and in the original Submerged Castle it is about 5 minutes. Now, I hear you. You're probably wondering what the point is. I mean, it clearly says right here on the wiki that it is the same in both the Submerged and Engulfed Castle, 5 minutes. But the problem is, the Engulfed Castle doesn't take 5 minutes. To explain what I'm talking about, this area in the Submerged Castle has 3 fiery dweevils. Its Engulfed Castle equivalent only has 1. Not to mention the Dirigi bug is no longer there, because they don't even exist in Pikmin 4. And I know what some of you are thinking, so they reduce the amount of annoying enemies like Dirigi bugs and dweevils. What's even the problem with that? Well, they removed all of this stuff without replacing it or reducing the time limit, which means it is all too easy to get through all of Engulfed Castle first try without the Wraith ever showing up.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
This very scenario happened to me on stream when I played through it. The entire point and gimmick of the cave just didn't happen for me, and it wasn't even like I was trying to speedrun or anything. I was just getting through the cave normally, and the water wraith just never spawned on any of the sub-levels. So because Nintendo decided to reduce the enemy count and not adjust the wraith timer accordingly, the entire gimmick of the cave is effectively removed if you have any kind of decent pace. And it's not even like the wraith is much of a threat when he shows up anyway, because not only is he slower, but his AI is even worse than it was in Pikmin 2, which came out 19 years ago. And you know what? I understand them wanting to make the game easier, but if that's what they wanted to do, then they should not have done a Submerged Castle remake in the first place. Or they could have just put it farther into the game where it would make more sense to have a more challenging cave, instead of putting it early on in Serene Shores where they have to make it easier because it appears like 5 hours into the game. And this really harms what this cave is trying to do, because the original Submerged Castle is known not just for its unique gimmick, but also just like being one of the most brutal late game caves in Pikmin 2. And by not containing that same level of difficulty, it fails at bringing the Submerged Castle into Pikmin 4. Also, as a more minor point, I feel like some of the original creepiness of the cave is kind of ruined. Adding foliage to an area in a game can help make it more lively and vibrant. But that is not the vibe you should be going for if you're trying to make a creepy area like this. And honestly, I kind of just wish they didn't do a Submerged Castle at all and instead just did something new. But I guess it doesn't get the same nostalgia points as bringing back 20-year-old cave layouts. So yeah, I just feel like I would rather have a new cave instead of a Weenie Hut Jr. version of the Submerged Castle.
Listen, kid, I think you'd be more comfortable over at that place.
Weenie Hut Juniors!
Well, that's gonna be it for the video. If you enjoyed it, like. If you didn't, then I guess don't. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and that's gonna be it. See ya!